This is the time for real wisdom. Lightning round.
If Trump wins, how about bursting into tears and screaming fuck for the next 45 minutes?
Well, America is crying tonight. I'm not sure how much of America, but a very, very significant portion, and I mean literally crying.
Everybody is crying and so upset, and it is the end of their world.
Feels like the end of the world.
We were on Lifetime last night, and I was slowly getting drunk is what happened to me.
How do we explain how this is possible?
How did this happen?
Oh, really?
Experienced politician versus racist fake gynecologist.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Get your abortions now.
Oh, man.
We're going to be fucked, and we're going to have to live with it.
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible, terrible dream. Also, you're not dead, and you haven't gone to hell.
So you thought this was
hell? This is
hell.
your life now. This is our election now. This is us. This is our country.
This is a different Earth today than it was 24 hours ago. It's
Thank
a different
goodness.
place. Cause it just is different.
The woman who President Obama called the most qualified person ever to run for the White House couldn't break through. The question remains, who can?
Deeper concerns tonight that the world's shining light of democracy
there was a breakthrough.
has gone dark.
Decency lost last night.
No, it didn't.
And that's what's so hurtful about this.
This was a white lash.
Oh,
This was a
racist.
white lash against a changing country.
It wasn't
was
a white
lash
lash
against a black president
in
part. And that's
so
the
what was
part
Obama then, a
where the
black
pain
lash?
I kind of push back against the advancement of African Americans, of Hispanics, of women, of Muslim Americans.
Yeah, right.
It is a mourning moment for those people, and it is a moment filled with fear.
Because I'm on this network and people know my attitudes about things. They come up to me and they're scared, depressed,
Well, it's your
despair, desperate even, almost clinging to me.
It was a rough night for everybody, I think. We're worried. The people are worried.
It wasn't a rough
he's
night
the
for me.
president. Now what?
It feels like we're trying to avoid the apocalypse, and half of the country
seriously?
is voting for the asteroid.
Is there a
Good
doomsday
gosh.
plan for a time like this? Am I right to ask about a doomsday plan? Do you see this as a doomsday scenario?
So
If Donald Trump is democratically elected and your son is serving as a Marine, you wouldn't trust his life under that commander-in-chief.
What a bunch of
And
idiots.
Kane said, I wouldn't. That's a pretty extraordinary thing to say.
Extraordinarily
if you have a son in the
stupid.
Marine Corps and that you don't trust the commander-in-chief. The people in the military defend the Constitution.
I cannot put
I cannot put
a happy face on that.
I cannot put a happy
and that's
face
my
on that.
job.
Well,
This
too
is the
bad,
first
doofus.
time throughout this entire race where I'm officially shitting my pants. I genuinely do not understand how America can be this disorganized or this hateful.
How do you
Oh,
govern when your whole
please.
campaign
Hypocrite.
was built on the hatred of somebody else?
From slavery to, Nazism,
From
we have
slavery
faced
to
challenges
freedom, actually.
before to who we are as a
You
people.
guys don't
Plus
even know
the
what
Supreme
freedom is
Court,
anymore.
Who knows where that's going to go? So the only checks and balances we have are us, the View.
How are you supposed
Oh,
to
the
handle
view sucks.
if you can't handle a pussy? It's not hard. You learn it in like middle school.
She did the best ad campaign, the best ground game. This is a shot against meritocracy, I think, because she merited everything. And the normal way you standardize these things, she did what she's supposed to do to win.
You know, she was Hillary Clinton, the most qualified candidate, the best suited for the job, the
No,
best
actually,
temperament. Now we're hearing not
she
a
only
good
wanted to get in
candidate.
'cause she was a
History is put
woman
on hold
president.
Yet again.
We have no idea who won. And to cover our bases, we taped two different show opens. First up, here's the outcome I'm hoping for. Hillary Clinton is the
naturally.
next president of the United States.
Well, that didn't happen, thank goodness.
But just in case the unthinkable has
Oh,
happened
the
and Donald Trump is our new
unthinkable.
president,
Oh,
the
man.
show open would look something like this. Oh, hello.
Loser. Seriously, what a bunch of crybabies. But they're mad because now their social justice warrior toys have been taken away on them. They can't bully everybody else around anymore, people who don't agree with them. They can't bully us and call us racist and get away with it now. We're sick of that. That's why America voted the way it did. We're sick of you race baiters. And then you go and double down after the election and you start talking about white lash. Oh, seriously. I mean, talk about a bunch of diptards. So, the people with backbones won, and the gutless wonders cried. A lot harder than they had a right to, as far as I'm concerned, especially when you consider what had been upsetting me over the past weekend. The only reason you Democrats are crying so hard now is because good finally triumphed over evil. For all your talk about love, tolerance, stop the hate, and anti bullying, which is such a sham, you people are the biggest, most hateful, racist, sexist bullies of all. And you are trying to convince the world of the biggest scam in the world, that the Democratic Party is all about anti bullying, anti hate, anti racism, anti misogyny, blah, blah, blah. The opposite is true. It is not conservatives who keep going on about white versus black, white versus brown. It's the Democrats. Conservatives and centrist people like me, we don't give a damn what your skin color is. And we are sick and tired of you people going on about white versus black. He won because he was white. Look at her, she won because she's a woman. Oh, first black president in the U.S. I knew that there was going to be a big fuss made of Obama when he won because he was the first black president, not because he was a Republican. You people didn't want a black Republican president. There's no way. And you sure as heck didn't want a woman Republican president. That's why you rejected Herman Cain and Sarah Palin, because you didn't want either of those two. You couldn't have the Republican those first, which you people wanted to be famous for. You didn't want that ending up on the Republican ticket. No way, you couldn't take that. That just wouldn't do. So you slammed those two into the ground. But then when Herman Cain, he came around after Obama. But the thing is, if he had been before Obama, you would have totally shut him down. You would have called him something stupid like Uncle Tom. And by the way, I've got something to say about Uncle Tom. I am also very sick of you people degrading Uncle Tom. Come on. He was a character in a book. Don't you know the horrible ending he got in the book? He got beaten to death by a couple of slaves, courtesy of Simon Legree. The slaves were Sambo, and I forget what the other slave's name was, but they were the ones who beat Uncle Tom to death on Simon Legree's orders. So don't keep calling people Uncle Toms as if that's the most dirty thing you can call anyone. If you want to call someone a dirty name, call somebody a Simon Legree or a Sambo. Now, I was going to say something else about, labels. You people come up, you're talking about, all this time we shouldn't label people, we mustn't label people. Yet you people are the worst for it. Because you've got this homophobe, xenophobe, misogynist. It's funny how you totally forget about misandrist. That's not in your vocabulary. Oh yeah, transphobe. And now it's whitewash. You just have, for every little victory, true victory that we get over you, you cry bullies come up with a handy dandy little label that you can call out, and it's usually race or gender related. And people like me are sick of this, and that is why Trump won. That is why Trump deserves to win, and we deserve this victory. Victory over you cry bullies, finally. It is time you finally lost, and now you people are crying because you can't get your own way. It's not a true sorrow. You're crying a whole lot harder than you have any right to. Trump is not going to kill you. He's not going to find you and kill you in your sleep like a creepy clown in the Change Letter. He's not going to hunt you down and mess with your mind like Slender Man. I mean, seriously, you're acting as if he's some horrid boogeyman. And he's not going to drag you down to hell. He's not going what's the word I'm looking for? Deport you. He's not going to deport anyone, I don't think. And as far as I'm concerned, the people he's going to deport are going to have been there illegally anyway. So seriously, tough luck on them coming in illegally. So, no, it's not. The devil is not running the states. And he hasn't even taken office yet. He's not going to be there until, what, February? And you people are already crying. Obama is still running the country, and you people are crying like spoiled little babies. Well, you're just crying because you had a heyday for the past 8 years, and now all of a sudden your toys are taken away. Your power is taken away. And that is why you people are crying. Because you've lost your power, and it's all about power and identity politics with you people. And that is why this victory is so sweet. And it would be a whole lot sweeter without your stupid sniveling and whining and race baiting. If you can't say anything better than what you're saying, shut the heck up already, because we are sick of it, and we're not going to take it anymore. You are the bullies, not us. You are the racists, not us. And we will not heal because you have no intention of healing. You're not in the least bit interested in healing. All you want is to divide and stay divided. So if you people don't like the Western world, get out, because we're not going to miss you. Take your social vengeance crap somewhere else.